Right, so next thing we are going to add is we are going to set up our core data. Before we do this, let's just click on our warning here. It says prototype cell must have a reuse identifier. So let's go to our main storyboard, click on our table view cell, and let's go to our inspector here and identifier, we'll say cell. Now that we got rid of our error, let's go to eWallet Xcode data model. Here we can see our entities. At this moment we don't have any, and our entities here, each table, each entity has another attributes inside. So let's first make an entity. If you are familiar with other database models, this is same as the table. So we are adding entity. We are going to call it expense, and now we can add attributes, and clicking the plus mark here, it will add a attribute every time. We need let's create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attributes. And on top, let's start giving the name. This is going to be the amount. Pay attention the naming, the entity name, the table name, if you wish. We always start with capital, and attributes name we always put lowercase. So amount, the type is going to be double. Then we have the date. The type is going to be a date. We need a date string. We are using camel case, but the first one, again, small letter. The date string is going to be string, and next we have, it's a boolean value, is expense. We're going to add as a boolean type, and next we're going to say month of the year. We are going to say it integer 16. Then we have week of the year. Again, it's going to be integer 16, and also we need the year, which is going to be integer 16 as well. And finally we need the name, which is going to be a string. So in our core data we are going to save our expenses, our entries in our program, which will have amount, a date, date string, boolean if it's expense or income, and we are going to save the month, the week, and the year when the entity was created, and finally we are going to give it a name. So our core data is ready. We can click on our entity, we go to editor, create ms manage object subclass, make sure the it's ticked the eWallet data model. We click next, and make sure the expense is also ticked. We click one more time next, and it asks us where to save it. We are going to save it in our project folder, so click create. Now it created 2 folders for us. In this one we can see all our entities we just created, variables, and the other one is expenses, which says insert code here for if you want to the subclass. So let's just create one folder and organize organize our core data. So we are going to call it model. I'm going to have the core data here, and also I'm going to have these two files of our manage object context as it created